Hey, good evening, Andreas here, and I'm starting with a quote once again. Man can alter his life by altering his thinking. A good quote by a good guy of William James, and he was saying this about, well, over 100 years ago, and that's actually it, isn't it? Man, of course all the women, but it was a time of his life at that point of time, in 19th century, 18 something, it was more about men than women, I think, but he said man can alter his life by altering his thinking, and that's what it is all about with regard to goal setting, isn't it? And that's what we are talking about again. Last week we spoke about goal setting, why is it important, and today we talk about the linguistics of goal setting, the mental pattern and the mindset of goal setting. But before we get started, let's play our little opening scene once again. Hello, Andreas here again in our Facebook Live series on Let's Talk NLP. My name is Andreas from Asia Mind Dynamics, and you do know me, hopefully. I don't know who you are right now. If you are new to the show here, please introduce yourself. I'm at a different place today, namely I'm at home. Hey Malika, yay! Yeah, wow, that spiral is fantastic, isn't it? Took me a while to do that thing, you know, it's cool. And share this video on your timeline because it will be a good show tonight. It will be a good session tonight. Click like as many times as you think it's worthwhile. Of course, I think it's worthwhile, but click like, because that would be wonderful to me. And I would realize, yay, you like what you are hearing, of course. Type NLP rocks if you think NLP rocks and what I'm sharing with you is making sense to you, and give me some love. Thank you. Yay, Malika. That's really, really cool. I do know that, and it took me a while to put that together and make it nice and beautiful and the music together. Thanks for liking it. Yay, I love it as well. It's a great show tonight because we are heading towards 2019, and I believe your Facebook is going to be flooded soon with 2019 resolutions and goal setting tips and what do you need to do to get successful. That's why here in our Facebook Live session in Asia Mind Dynamics, I thought let's get ahead. Thanks, Nashwa. Let's get ahead and put out some videos on goal setting. Now, I'm still working with my old laptop because something happened with the new laptop once again, and I don't know if the audio is really great. I'm not having my normal microphone with me, so please let me also know if the audio is okay, if you can hear me. Hello, Houston, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Again, if you are, wherever you are, if you are busy doing things, eating, working, driving your car, let that video play along. Yay, let it belong in the background every now and then. Just give me a like, give me something, so that I do know that you are still there. Invite your friends. Yay, invite your friends. It's always good to know if your friends are with you. Tag your friends on the timeline. Type their name so they get alerted to that video and can also come on this timeline here because it's about goal setting. Last week we spoke about the importance of goal setting and that most people actually fail to goal setting, and those who set goals don't quite make it, giving up quickly, giving up. 8% of those who are setting New Year's Eve resolutions only make it till the end of the year. Maybe at least 8% could also stay, you know. Could be worse, of course, ultimately, you know. It would be, hey Nacho, what are you saying? I didn't see that right now. Your comment disappeared before I picked it up. I hope the audio is okay. I think you responded to this one. So yeah, we got to talk about goal setting and what does it take for someone. What's the mindset of those people that are successful? No examples on this one, but really the mindset. And hey, coming from the language and behavior profile, I want to talk to you a little bit about what are the language somebody uses, what are the mindset patterns that somebody has, who is on the right track to achieve their goals. Because if you do know NLP, if you are aware of NLP, if you have studied NLP, maybe even with us, would be great of course, you will know that how somebody thinks can be expressed or will be expressed in the language. That means if you are listening to the words that somebody speaks, you actually can figure out, are they on the right track of reaching their goals or not? So some people were saying, because it's about, well, it's about power of choice. It's about changing your thoughts, as William James said earlier. And you always have to realize, if you are setting goals, if you want to achieve your goals, my apologies, if you set goals, if you want to achieve your goals, if you want to achieve anything in your life, and you find you have a hard time, you always need to be aware that you have a power of the choice. As such, you can choose the quality of your thoughts, the quality of your thoughts, and the quality of your life. And I like that. And actually, it comes from us, yeah. If you like that saying, please give me a like as well, because I really think it's great. The quality of your life is in direct relation to the quality of your thoughts. So if you hold positive thoughts, not just surface level, but deeply entrenched within yourself, of having great thoughts will transcend into your life, will manifest themselves into your life. If you have great thoughts, then you have a greater chance, to have a better life. But how many people do you know actually? How many people do you know that do not necessarily have a great mindset, have a negative thoughts many times in their day-to-day life? Or if you dig deeper into conversations with them, you're coming to some negativity, though the positivity might just be surface only. And the world is not necessarily supportive of positive thoughts. So it needs some power of thought. It needs the choice on a moment-by-moment basis that you want to have positive thoughts and good thoughts. And that means when you want to reach your goals, you need to have different thoughts, because otherwise you are, sorry to say that, falling back into your old mindset, into your old life. If you want to make changes, it simply requires you. It's simply as simple as that. Nothing special about this one. If you want to change your life, if you want to reach your goal, you must purposely set out to track your thoughts. Think about your thoughts. What are the kind of thoughts you're holding the majority of your time during the day? And people are saying, and I'm not sure if that's a real number or not and where that number comes from, but that people are saying that we have something between 20, 30, 40, 50,000 thoughts a day, most of them floating through our mind, and we don't become aware of them consciously. They are in the subconscious level. Hardly ever become aware of that. And it's, honestly speaking, most likely, let me get a drink quickly. Naturally, it's got a beautiful mineral drink here to flush down something. How many of those thoughts are positive? So while you cannot keep track of all your thoughts, it is at least to have the intention of wanting to take care of those thoughts. And now I want to talk about mindset overall, because the mindset is basically your thoughts are an expression of your mindset. And today we talk about the mindset of goal achievers, a mindset of goal setters. And there's a good concept along that line which is called growth mindset versus fixed mindset. If you are aware of this concept, just type yes into the comment box, so I do know that it is not an unknown concept to you. If you do know growth mindset versus fixed mindset, if you are aware of that one, please let me know in the comment box by typing yes into the comment box now, so I do know, first of all, that you are still there. Secondly, of course, that, okay, somebody just disappeared, you know, he didn't want to type yes in the comment box, most likely. But if you are aware of that concept, growth mindset versus fixed mindset, just quickly write down yes into the comment box. If you are not aware of it, write down no. Fine by me as well, okay? Because I'm going to talk about it in just a moment. But it would be lovely to have some participation from you guys here. Because, hey, if you ask questions, it is your session. Ask any question as you want. So we just talked about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. And it is actually a concept by a lady of the name Carol Dweck. And she must be very smart because, hey, yeah, Nachma knows it. Good. Thanks for participating, darling. She's a leading developmental psychologist at Stanford University, and she came up with that concept. And I think she wrote a book about it, and I read the book, and I think it's quite interesting. And she said a fixed mindset. That's quite interesting. Let me define this to you. A fixed mindset assumes that people are born with certain characteristics and abilities. And these qualities that you have, so to speak, are essentially static and can't be changed or improved. Sorry, I have those characteristics, can't change it, that's how I have been born. That's a fixed mindset. And if I have bad scores in school, if I mess up in my life, if I don't understand something, as simple as that, I'm saying that I can't help it. I'm helpless in these fields. It's just not for me. I don't know what's going on. It's just not for me. I can't do anything to help me getting better in that segment of what I'm studying right now. So if I mess up in math, it's because, and I have a fixed mindset, I can't grow further. Versus growth mindset. And here we come to the goal setters, goal achievers. They're saying characteristics are not given. They can be changed. Yay! How hopeful is that? Because in NLP we're saying you have all the resources within yourself to succeed. So that goes very nicely hand in hand. And a growth mindset says that we are capable, everybody is capable of growth and improvement. And new skills can be mastered. New skills can be mastered. It is such an easy concept. But there appears to be a huge share of people who simply believe that they have a fixed mindset, and of course that allows themselves to give excuses. Because if they fail in something like a goal, for example, they simply can say, it is not for me. I'm just not smart enough. What sadness comes out here? I'd rather have a growth mindset, and I'm not sure if she sees it all encompassing everywhere in all areas of our life or in simple segments only. But it is sad to know. So I prefer, and I'm inviting to tell the world, I have a growth mindset. Type it into the comment box right now. Hashtag, I have a growth mindset, because that makes you outstanding. That allows you to assume the ability, to have the intention, the right characteristics to say, I am able to make it happen. I have a growth mindset. Or type that in right now. I have a growth mindset. Not a growth, TH, German accent, my apologies, okay? Okay, let's talk a little bit about the mind sets. You need to have certain mindsets to reach your goals. That's actually very easy, coming to think about it. What are the kind of people who really have the ability to set goals and make it happen. So let's work our way through one by one. First of all, hey, I want to reach my goal. I have to have a certain goal orientation. Duh. Of course, I need to be focused. Yeah, I have a growth mindset. Yeah, that's what says it, okay? I have an M. I see that. I don't know what you mean by I have an M. I have an M. Give me an M. Yay. I have a goal orientation. That means my mindset is focused on what do I want to achieve in my life. That's as easy as that. And in the language, they are talking not so much about problems. Problems might be entertaining to those people, but they are not bogged down by problems all the time. Problems come up. If you set a good goal, if you have a big goal, if you want to achieve something in your life, if you want to achieve something in 2019, automatically you will have limitations, obstacles, problems in your mindset. But it's about what do you do inside this box in here that helps you tackling that problem. So you have to have a goal orientation, stubbornly focus on it, and it comes out in your language. These people don't talk much about problems. They just hands-on, work on the problems and get it done, get over with it. Yeah, they might share with it. Some people need to talk. I'm one of those people who like to talk about problems every now and then and get entrenched every now and then. But it keeps me busy, but I'm looking beyond those problems to get things done. So step number one, people who want to achieve their goals have a goal orientation, have a goal mindset, a mindset of goal orientation. Number two, actually they're planning it out. If you're not planning it, planning for failure. So if you don't have a goal planned out, certain steps, and that planning out might be on paper, would be better of course, or it might be in your mindset only, but ultimately planning it out. If you ever learn the language and behavior profile, I'll talk a little bit about it later, you do know that yeah, you want to have a goal orientation. When you have a goal, you might have lots of options in your mind, what you want to achieve, covering all areas of your life. But the most important part is plan it out. So these people who make it happen are able to break down their goals and go from the option, the different choices of things that I really want to achieve. They are then able to plan it out. They are planning it out into procedural steps. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until the end of their goal when they have achieved it. So they are able to, plan it out, play the mind wildly. But options people, those who are looking for alternatives, for choices, for changes, they might not make it. They might not make it. I'm sorry to say that. But those who are able to flip into procedures and plan it out with deadlines maybe even, they will be able to have a higher chance of making it happen. Somewhere I read this today, and that's one thing I always tell my clients even, put your goal everywhere. Have it in your peripheral vision. So you see it, have it in your handphone, have it everywhere, have it on mirrors, have it everywhere. Some people say create a vision board. I'm not sure if you do a vision board, but it keeps your mind busy to create a vision board. And I might create one this year. It would be the first time because I actually quite like the idea. Because it's in my mind as a picture all the time. And if I'm not looking at it, then it's in my peripheral vision. My unconscious mind gets it in. Next one is be flexible. It's clear. NLP says, hey, the person with the highest flexibility will control the system. So you can turn it around and you say, hey, the person who's the most flexible and not stuck in your procedures. So you might have number 2 procedures, but you might want to have some flexibility around it, because if you are working toward your goal, you're going into an area so far unexplored, new to you, don't know what's going on in your life, and then you might hit obstacles, you might hit roadblocks. And yeah, you might work your way towards or through those roadblocks, but it's more importantly to consider alternatives at that point of time. So if you hit roadblocks, then you're again widening your perspective, looking for options, alternatives, have a flexible mindset of making it happen. Do I make sense, guys? Do I make sense? If I make sense to you, please give me a like or write down, yay, I make sense. Andreas, you make sense. Write down, you make sense, or this makes sense. Something with sense, S-E-N-S-E. Write this down now in the comment box. Get a little bit more engaged here, so that Facebook also likes this video overall. I need comments, I need likes, I need hearts, okay? Be flexible, get away from whatever you're doing right now and give me a comment. I need to have some more engagement here right now, please. Alright? As I continue talking, okay, have a mindset of learning. Hey, have a mindset of learning. It's important. Our mind always wants to learn. And it's not, again, learning means you have a growth mindset. Means you are going out of your comfort zone. You're not falling back into an old area. You are investing. Remember, the quality of your life is in relation to the quality of your thoughts. So sometimes you need to invest in your thoughts. You need to hey, NLP practitioner class comes up, you need to invest into yourself, into better thinking, into different thinking, into different strategies, into different approaches. You need to learn about yourself. You need to learn how to break patterns. You need to learn how to change your old beliefs, because, hey, if you want to reach your goal, you need to get into new belief structures. You need to reflect on your old beliefs and create new beliefs, create a new you. And that means you have to have a mindset of learning, a mindset of constantly striving toward something new. That means you have to have your mind wide open to possibilities overall. And some of those might be in direct conflict with each other. And that's a challenge. But if you're a goal achiever, you are able, like Aristotle said, you are able to entertain different thoughts, different opinions, different arguments in your mind without getting hypnotized by them. So in order to reach your goal, to have a goal set of achievement, you need to be focused, not distracted. If you're not focused but distracted because you've got 20, 30, 40 tabs open on your laptop, that means you have an options mindset. Get over it. Switch that off. Get an application in your iPhone or in your Android or on your laptop that allows you, limits the time spent on Facebook, on social media, on Instagram. You need to be focused for at least, well, I'm saying, if you want to achieve something, you need to spend at least 20, 30, 40 minutes focused, non-distracted on where you want to be in 2 years' time. If you have a goal and you want to achieve something in 2019, you need to be able to enhance this period, this 20 minutes, to the next level. And you must be able to maybe spend an hour per day or 2 hours per day on really dedicatedly. Is that such word? Now it exists. Dedicatedly on your goal, so nothing distracts you. And if you are an employee working in an organization, that actually means you might have to spend time either at home, or, hey, if it's an organizational goal, that you have to spend time at your work to reach that goal. You need to be focused on working towards your goal, not getting distracted. We are living in an environment full of distraction. People say a goldfish has an attention span of 8 seconds or 6 seconds. People nowadays say humans have an attention span of 6 seconds. Are we worse off than a goldfish? Gosh, I believe we are better than goldfish, aren't we? Hey, I should put out a goldfish here right now. I hope you are better than goldfish. So start to train your mind to be focused, because again, that is a training, how to get focused. Next one. Oh, all of you already have discipline. Let me switch off the other ones. I can talk one by one. I forgot to switch them off earlier. Have discipline. That relates to what I just mentioned earlier as well. You need to be focused. You have to have the discipline. What do I mean by that? It relates to everything earlier. There will be a time you have a setback. There will be a time you will believe it will not work out. There will be a time that people come to you and say, you will not be able to make it. At that point of time, you need to know within yourself that you can make it happen. You must be internally oriented towards your goal, and you must have the discipline. Some people, I don't know where the numbers are coming from, some people are saying that most people give up a yard before reaching their goal. And all that's left behind is regret in the end of your life. Imagine you're working for 364 days and then you give up. And the 365th day would have been that one day that you would have broken through. And you would have achieved your goal. Everything would have fallen into place. But you gave up 2%, 3%, 4% before goal achievement. How sad would that be? Wouldn't that be incredibly sad overall? Goodness, don't be like that. You must be able to be curious. Always be curious. Have a mindset of what's really going on. What can you learn? What can you discover about yourself? Hey, if you get a fear and anxiety coming up about working about your goal, you must have that mindset, the question in your mind, what does it say here right now? What's going on in my life right now? What's holding me back? What do I need to learn right now in order to get to that next level, to break through that barrier? So you need to be a constant level of curiosity. Somewhere earlier I mentioned already, I think it's an application, my apologies, be focused, not distracted. I mentioned it earlier. But it's important enough to say it the second time, okay? Take a risk. Of course, when you are setting goals, you take risks. Naturally, you're out of your comfort zone. You're getting into area. Be you a business person, a leader, somebody who wants to achieve something, somebody who sets out new adventures. You must be able to take risks. Why? Because you're out of your comfort zone now. You're getting into areas you haven't explored yet. It's unknown to you. It's risky sometimes. It might frighten the hell out of you. It's a risk part of setting goals, of achieving it. Don't give up. Go forward. You can make it happen. Hold that in your mind because you need to believe in yourself. And you need to get up and do something because you're going to fail. You're going to fail. You're not going to make it happen. And you get up. And you're moving again, and you get up again, and you get up again, because setbacks will happen. Life is pulling you down. People will pull you down. Circumstances will pull you down. You gotta get up over and over again, and the more often you get up, the easier it gets, because you learn that you have the ability to get up, while other people are laying on the ground and they give up. You continue moving forward. As Rocky or Sylvester Stallone said, Sylvester Stallone, wasn't it? Said, keep moving forward, because over time things are going to get easier and easier, and most of the time, by the time we want to give up, we say, no more, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I don't know what's going on in my life, I want to get back to my old life that I knew before. That's the time change is happening, my friend. That's the time you are breaking through. That's the time, the last time your unconscious mind is screaming, get back to a comfort zone. You got to get up and keep moving forward. So the language you're going to hear, the language you are going to hear is people, it's coming actually from the language and behavior profile training, words that change mind. Those of you who learned it do know about it. I'm not promoting it right now. But hey, I mentioned it earlier, you have toward two language. You have the goal orientation of wanting to make it happen. You know that you are able to move from lots of choices to procedures, step by step. Train your language because your language influences your mindset as well. Be proactive. Today I was in a meeting early in the morning time. I was in a meeting from BNI, Business Network International. How many? It's an organization where people refer business to each other. We are used to give business cards to each other. This morning I was in a training, and for the first time I saw people actually for the training started sitting around hanging out on their phone, and that was scary. Because BNI is about being proactive. Give your business cards. promote yourself. So if you want to reach your goal, you must push out the energy. You must be able, like Steve Jobs, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning time and really shake the world on his axis, or work long hours like now, 8:30 in the evening time. I still do my stuff. So I need to be proactive to be able to take risks. I need to be proactive to push through boundaries. I need to be proactive to get over my own anxiety or fear. I need to be proactive to make things happen. And I need to be proactive, of course, to never give up. Because you might be a yard away. I need to be proactive to get over the failure that I believe I might have that it might happen right now. I need to be proactive, finding solutions, not hanging on to it. And I need to be internal within myself. I need to know by myself that I am on the right track, but I need to have an external check if I'm really on the right track, because even entrepreneurs, even those who really want to be successful, hey, sometimes we need to have an external check with friends, with mentors, with your spouse. Are you on the right track? You need to get feedback from them. If you are on the right track, and you must be able to perceive good feedback. I must give you good feedback, encouraging feedback, telling you constructive feedback, telling you what you need to do. And of course, hey, looking for difference. What's new, revolutionary, changing. Change is happening. So automatically, if you are changing, you're looking for the new stuff in your life to make things happen. And that's the important part as well, though. You're running a different pattern in your life. That's the important part as well, of course. That's a mindset areas, and the linguistics, the language somebody uses. Toward to language, basically proactive language, fast speaking, lots of energy, lots of moving around. Difference, new, revolutionary. I need to change, I need to transform, I need to make things happen. Step-by-step procedures, going to get done, getting up again, proactive. That is a language of somebody who can achieve goals easily. Now, of course, last week we spoke about already, and I think it's important to say that as well. Sometimes we need to have help. We need to be able to get started on reaching our goals. So automatically, hey, I have to say now, one thing is, you can come and change your mindset easily through our Certified NLP Practitioner class starting next month. Still time to sign up, best time of the year, January. Your mind is clean and fresh. Timeline therapy helps you to get rid of all the limitations, and you're rolling through your life. If you think you cannot make it, it would be great, of course, if you can make it. I want to tell you about our website. The goal planning strategy that truly work, not the website. It is in our, you can find it when you would go, I'll give you the link in a moment, of course, It is in the courses Asia Mind Dynamics. When you go there, you'll come to a course section called Goal Planning Strategy that truly works. The course is just only $7, $6.88. And what you are going to learn then really is the easy part. It's a video coaching to help you really achieve any goal you want. It's video coaching made easy, exclusive access to our community, to our mindset community. You get ebooks to further support your success and your goal setting ability. What else do you get? You get easy access anyway, because it's a course that helps you to achieve your goal. You get affirmations that you can hang on to your laptop as screensavers, or you print them out, hanging them on the wall. It's an online learning course, of course, that it is with fun, because you got to do certain stuff, of course, Learning is not supposed to be strenuous. What will you learn? You're going to learn the fiber model, an easy model to create goals that work. Many people talk about goal setting, making it happen. I give you a lot of tips already. Hey, but not many people know how to make it happen. You can do it now when you access this course. You'll learn how to create affirmation for you to make it happen. You'll learn how to implement your goals. You'll learn the power of support, because, hey, you get into our Facebook group. You can attract easily goals by getting ebooks that helps you to get more of That's what you deserve to have, of course. You get support and guidance for yourself in that goal setting course. Because, hey, the cost of not getting all the info you need is just too high. If you don't have enough info, if you are sad and frustrated of never reaching your goal, you need more assistance. And it's really not expensive. It's less than a Starbucks coffee overall, seriously speaking. I should increase the price. This course is really important because nothing is standing in your way if you reach your goal. But you got to watch out. I got to say the disclaimer here that, hey, I can't promise you success. You need to implement it. But if you are joining the Facebook group and you are networking with all of us and you are asking questions, hey, you will be able to make it happen. And you can get it today, anytime, anywhere. You can start immediately, of course, So it's hard to formulate goals, the curriculum. You're introducing to the fiber model, VIPR model, and you see in action what's actually happening. And the impact of the fiber model, neurological, onto yourself. And how do you create it into reality? And then you learn a little about the law of attraction, the power of attraction. And you learn how to formulate affirmations. And then you get 6 sessions overall, and you get final words of encouragement. It's a short course. It's not long. It's less than 15 minutes, so it doesn't take much time. You can run through it in one go and over again. The books, of course, take you longer to read, but the important part is, because Anthony Robbins was saying setting goals, the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. And if you have no idea about how to set goals, I tell you, you need to get this goal setting program right now. It's only $6.88 today. I cannot guarantee success, and it might be differing from person to person, but we do everything we can to help you get kick-started or helping you to reach your goal. And here is the goal. The ebook you are getting, Secrets of Achieving Your Goal, is a book, a quick ebook. I think out of even 100 pages plus or so. So it's really a good stuff for you in there. Well, get it now. That's all I can say. $7. How much more do you spend on a day-to-day basis? It's a nasi goreng ayam. It is a Starbucks coffee. It is less than 1 ringgit a day for 7 times for 1 month. So that's all there is. What's holding you back and getting that right now? Normal price is $38. That's what we are doing after the Christmas period. We are going to increase the price because I think actually it's cheaper than it should be. But it's for you right now, available. Well, I'm stopping here right now. Next week, another Facebook Live on goal setting and a little bit more on how to get goals done. In the meantime, like this video, share this video on your timeline, invite your friends over, tag them into that video, into that session, and I hope to see you at least next week. Maybe I hope to see you in our membership site when you have purchased that goal setting product right now. All right, guys, thank you very much. And remember, you create your life. Bye-bye.